who's going to emerge with the World Championship title in this one. Jung Chun, the man in red. Brandon Hernandez, the man from Mexico, trying to work in the close distance, looking for that left leg on the inside. And the work in the clinch from both men. Good punch on the way through.
Excellent punch, excellent crescent over the head there. Taking the opportunity of that. I think there's a little bit of a lapse of concentration from Brandon Hernandez.
Yeah, as you rightly say, Jung Chun capitalising on that. Forces one to the body, flicks one to the head. Goes for it again. The Mexican's awake now. Lands one of his own. Oh, just a pretend punch there. Followed in with the back leg turning kick. But Jung Chun, wise to it, gets a block in the road. But there's no road blocks now. This one, the path to the gold medal. Korean standing tall, trading punches. Kicking after Kallio. The referee deciding to let that one roll.
Yeah, I think that was a good call from the referee. I think that was kind of just as she said it. His leg was already in the air. Jung for Hernandez from falling over.
Good little short left leg on the inside there from Jung Chun. As you see that Jung making a minor difference. 3 points to the good. Little pop on the punch there, but no love from the judges. The distance not quite right, and it's been a lot of grappling and physical stuff on the inside into the last minute here.
That little leg hold from Jung Chun. Got away with it.
Good spot that Julian George did. Didn't see it. Back leg turning kick misses, as does the back kick response from the Mexican. Couple of punches traded, no power on them though. Chop kick just missing. And Hernandez beginning to grow into this. Good back kick round the corner. A fight beginning to develop. And the body shot from Jung Chun just in time for the Korean. Speaking of time, just about 20 to go. Decent back leg from Hernandez. Blasts home. Good block from the Korean in red. Last 10 seconds in this one. Two-pointer. Well, Jung Chun, just when he needed it most, produces and gets himself a very commanding 9-point and just produces that moment of magic and just steps on the gas.
Yeah, that not just a one moment though. I think we've seen a lot today where it's one moment and then it's straight away again. Just using the momentum of that first point, second one, and again, Jung Chun win.
Looking final time here, under 58 kilogram men. Jung Chun with a reasonable lead, not commanding yet though, because Hernandez brings the ferocity.
Does Hernandez have that precision to find those gaps? He's struggling a little bit. I think Jung Chun has had the edge.
Just as you call it, Sarah, both head kicks missing by a whisker, because it's literally the flexibility's there, the timing's there, but just millimeters past.
Yeah, exactly, and Jung Chun has just had the edge on moving out, just making his opponent miss.
As you say, Jung Chun makes him miss, makes him pay once more. 13-2 now. Beginning to get more and more difficult for Hernandez, and the confidence evident now from the Korean.
Jung Chun is he's finding every opportunity, and at the moment every opportunity he's took it and scored.
As you see, every second counts as they creep off into the darkness. But let there be light, and let there be a big gap between the two. 12 points plus the Gamjom. Make that up to a 13-point difference now. The punch from Jung Chun lands as well. And if it was tough for Hernandez in the first, Sarah, even tougher now.
This is a big ask. Started off really strong, and he is still strong. But Jung Chun is just a better player in this final. And
it's so interesting what you say about precision, because a couple of headshots of that one lands, though, that'll help his confidence. Jung Chun switching off for a second. It's not the kicks, it's the concentration that goes with them.
And that's it, isn't it? Jung Chun he's not missing anything. He makes it look easy.
And it's anything but tough times for Hernandez. But tough times don't last, tough people do. You've got to battle through it. Last 30. Well, it's every millisecond and, as you say, that millimetre as well, the finest margins. And speaking of seconds, we're into the last 15 or so in this one. One more round to go. A swing and a miss from Hernandez. Is he going back with silver? Jang Chun certainly hopes so. The Mexican battling, goes with a punch, gets it. 12 points of a difference, the overhead view, but well ahead at the moment.
Manipulating the distance, and what I mean by that is he's in, he's out, he's making it so hard for Hernandez to settle and to take a shot. And when he does take a shot, he's already gone, and he's just...
Do the same in this one. All to fight for, all to play for. And you get to watch it from the comfort of your seat, wherever you are. This is Olympic Taekwondo, front leg to the face from Jang Chun. A whisker away from the whiskers of Hernandez. It's the speed, Sarah, frightening.
And frightening from Hernandez, but effortless. And almost, if I dare say it, almost looking a little bit lazy, but we know that that's not lazy, that's him saving his energy. The more relaxed he is, the more able and less tense he is to make those actions.
Absolutely. Crystal cool, calm and clear with the headshot almost landing. Hits the deck though. But Jang Chun grabbed that headshot on the way through. Julie Georges gives the gam jump. I think he hit his head there, looked a bit of a sore one. Made of tough stuff though.
Hernandez not giving up. Really going for it, but a big ask.
Yeah, as you rightly say, formidable fortitude from the Mexican. Tries 3 kicks in a row there, headshot missing, both turning kicks missing, back kick as well. And that's all credit to Jang Chun. You told us about it, Sarah, that manipulation of distance, and he's done it again. In,
out, score, round, in, out, score. Very, very good. Fake with the back kick, don't back kick, just it's really making it hard for Hernandez. But he's trying,
no question about the effort and the intensity from the young man in blue. But is it going to be glorious gold for Jang Chun? It looks for all the world as if it is. The Korean was pushed hard in the first, stepped away in the second. And that manipulation of distance that Sarah Stevenson has told us about is going off into the distance now. 25-8. That's not the time, that's the score. But it is going to be World Championship gold time for Jang Chun. Hernandez needs a knockout. Goes for it to his credit. But too little, too late. Couldn't have tried any harder though, Sarah.
No, he should be really proud of his performance. I think sometimes you just have to say there's a better player that won this match this time.
Exactly, he will live to fight another day. The Mexican will go back with a super silver medal. But from Korea, well, he came in with the pedigree and he's going to leave with the title. The Asian Games champion, Grand Slam silver medalist, tries the expansive and acrobatic to finish with a flourish. He'll take the gam jump as he takes to his feet. But in the end, too strong and too good. Well, Jang Chun is #1. The champion from Korea, Hernandez knows it, but doesn't give up, keeps on fighting. But it is gold yet again for Korea. Super stuff. Jang Chun takes... That's a more than fair comment, never in doubt, but we'll wait now, of course, for the men's under 58s to get their rewards as we will look at some of the highlights. Obviously, Jang Chun goes away with the title, but we spoke a lot about tactical things, physical things, but the indomitable spirit that's part of Taekwondo, that never say die, the Mexican showed it in abundance.
Yeah, and the crowd will have been supporting him and his efforts, and should go home and say to the younger athletes, this is how, if you're going to lose, then go out fighting, go out, try and give it everything that you've got. You can't come into a World Championship final and not be on your knees at the end just from the effort. And to be fair, he wasn't just flinging his legs around and going crazy, because, you know, he was actually trying to score in the right way.